a chain around my throat, iron collar, like a dog.
Crawl.
I crawled, naked, across the courtyard. Servants walked past with their heads down. No one helped. No one ever helped. 3 brothers, 1 wife. That was the Fletcher family tradition. Wedding night, they drugged my wine. 3 shadows pinned me to the bed. 6 hands like iron locks. I screamed until my throat bled. They didn't stop. When I tried to run, they stripped me bare, chained my neck, and made me crawl on the ground while they watched.
Crawl.
When I stopped eating, they forced the food down, then forced other things down.
You'll learn, Eleanor. They all learn eventually.
A room with no windows. Devices inside meant to break a woman into something obedient. I spent weeks in there, came out different each time. Their grandfather wanted a turn. Damien delivered me himself, called it family tradition. Their cousins visited, took what they wanted. Damien only said,
Their family.
12 months. I endured 12 months of this. Then my sister walked through the door. She'd married Eric Hawthorne, the Alpha commander, but Eric never marked her, never touched her. His wolf refused to even look at her. She thought he was defective, so she took servants to her bed instead, got caught, got banished from the pack, and somehow she blamed me. Convinced herself I was living in luxury, 3 wealthy husbands doting on me while she rotted alone. Vivienne looked at me thin, hollow, bruised, and all she saw was jealousy confirmed. 3 men worship you and you still look miserable? You greedy bitch. I fell. Blood pooled warm under my cheek. She stepped over my body, careful not to stain her shoes. Nothing. Then, light. I gasped awake. Clean sheets. Sunlight. My old bedroom at the Ashford estate. I grabbed my stomach. No wound, no scar, no collar marks on my neck.
Miss Eleanor, the choosing ceremony begins within the hour.
I looked at my hands, young, unscarred, whole. The choosing ceremony, the day I chose the Fletcher family. I pressed my palm against my chest, heart pounding. Not this time. The laughter exploded.
Oh, sister! A soldier's wife? How brave.
Such a hard life, military families. No money, no comfort. But I suppose someone has to take him.
Lord Ashford frowned but said nothing. He never said anything when it mattered. I walked toward Eric. The moment I got close, the sole mark on my collarbone burned white hot. I kept my face still. In my last life, I screamed until I bled and no one came. In my last life, I crawled on stone with a chain around my neck. In my last life, I was 1 week away from poisoning all 3 of those monsters to death. And my own sister put a blade through my heart. This life, the one walking into that hell, is not me. I glanced at Vivienne radiant, victorious, already picturing her golden future. She has no idea what she just chose. The Fletcher mating convoy packed the entire street, gold carriages, pearl-draped horses. Enough jewels to buy a pack territory twice over. Not that the Fletchers had wolf blood to claim one. Vivienne burst into my room, gold hairpins blazing, iridescent pearls sewn across her mating gown. She ran her fingertip down my plain dress.
Not a single gemstone. This is what mating with a soldier gets you.
I said nothing, let her gloat. In my last life, I rode in that gold carriage. The ride ended in hell. That silk gown was shredded by 6 hands on the mating night.
Last chance, sister. Want to swap mates? I'll take the commander. You take the Fletchers.
Something cold flashed behind her stare. Same look, both lives. When she can't have what she wants, she kills for it. I pulled my hand free.
Enjoy your big day, Vivienne.
She left, head high, the victor. I picked up my plain veil. This is the last day she'll have anything to celebrate. Sister, go find out what the Fletcher mating bed really feels like. I stepped out the door and onto a path nothing like my last life. Eric was tall, broad-shouldered. His mating coat barely contained him. The other wives at the ceremony couldn't stop staring. They had every reason to. Eric was a pure-blood alpha, the rarest bloodline in the kingdom. His wolf form was a silver giant that most wolves would never see in a lifetime. But Vivienne spent their entire last life telling everyone he was impotent, couldn't perform, couldn't even shift in front of her. The truth was simpler. His wolf never recognized her. An alpha's wolf only responds to its fated mate. Vivienne was never his. She just never figured that out. The ceremony dragged. We moved through every mating ritual like puppets. When the last guest left, the room went quiet.
Long day. Get some rest.
He lay on his side, didn't reach for me, didn't push. I lay on the far edge, closed my eyes. The dream came fast, wine burning my throat. 3 shadows, 6 hands holding me down, laughter that wouldn't stop, pain, blood, they kept going. I screamed myself awake. Eric was already beside me, warm cloth pressed to my face. In my last life, I screamed until my voice broke and no one came.
You're safe. Sleep.
He lay back down, stayed close. His wolf wouldn't look at Vivienne, not in an entire marriage. So what happens when he is near his real mate? The soul mark on my collarbone pulsed, faint, warm, steady. Morning light, I opened my eyes. Eric's side of the bed, cold, already gone. Last night he held me through a nightmare, wiped my face, brushed my hair, but he never touched me, not once. I moved to the window and cracked the shutter. Eric shirtless, sword drills at dawn. Every muscle working under scarred skin. His body moved like something built for war. Vivienne spent their entire last marriage calling him defective. Maybe she was right. A gathering at Lady Whitmore's estate. Alpha wives and beta noblewoman. Wine flowing, gossip sharper than claws.
The Fletcher brothers, all 3 of them, handsome, rich, and apparently very attentive. That new wife of theirs can barely walk straight. Lucky girl.
My stomach turned.
Shame about Commander Hawthorne, though. I've heard rumors. Can't perform, can't swift. Must be lonely for you, dear.
I sipped my wine, said nothing. Across the room, Vivienne sat among them, radiant, dripping in Fletcher gold. She caught my eye, smiled slow and victorious. I didn't answer. I walked out of the corridor. In my last life, Vivienne stood over my bleeding body and screamed.
3 men worship you and you still complain? You shameless whore!
Now she is the one on that bed. 3 brothers, nowhere to run, no one coming to save her. She chose this. A letter from Lord Ashford, family dinner, full moon gathering.
We should be together as a family.
I knew who wrote the real invitation. Damien's gold paid for every candle on that table, but I needed to see the board up close, so I went, 4 armed women at my side. Ashford Manor, Damien sat at the head of the table. My father's table, with chests of gold stacked behind his chair. Margaret fussed over him. Lord Ashford poured his wine. Vivienne sat in the corner, silent, thin, heavy powder cracking at her cheekbones. A different woman from 6 months ago. Damien tried twice to approach me. My women blocked him each time. His smile turned to wire. I excused myself to the corridor he followed. A guard stepped between us.
Eric is gone, Eleanor. How long can you keep this up alone?
I walked back to the table without a word. Halfway through dinner, Lord Ashford cleared his throat.
Your husband earned considerable merit at the front. Surely those connections would benefit the family, perhaps open some doors for your brother-in-law's trade guild.
Your father's right. Family helps family. It's the least you could do.
I set down my cup. My fingers didn't shake. I slammed the cup into the table. It shattered. Wine and glass sprayed across the white cloth. The room went dead silent.
You are my father's second wife. No wolf blood, no soul mark, no standing in this pack. You married into this family after my mother died, and you dare lecture me?
Husband, are you going to let her speak to me like this?
Eric is bleeding on the northern front for this kingdom. You haven't asked once if he's alive. But you'll sit here and ask me to use his name to benefit a merchant who buys your loyalty with gold. 2 daughters, 2 husbands, and you only care about the one who pays. Lord Ashford opened his mouth. Nothing came out. Snow had begun falling outside the windows, heavy, fast. At the door, a voice behind me, low and smooth.
The more you resist, the more interesting you become. I can't wait to see what you look like when you've lost everything.
I didn't turn around. I walked into the storm back at the Hawthorne estate. The study door locked from the inside. I didn't lock it. My hand found the iron dagger at my hip. I pushed the door open. Eric, sitting in the dark, arms folded, waiting. The soul marks on both our collarbones erupted the second I stepped inside, bright, burning, pulling us toward each other.
You smell like Fletcher cologne and cheap wine.
Family dinner.
How bad?
I told him everything. The market fair, what I saw through that window, Damien circling me at every gathering, the watchers outside our walls, my father selling my name for Fletcher gold. Eric didn't move. His expression went cold and still.
What's your next move?
In my paused, chose my words. I've heard the Fletcher Rose Garden is built on something they don't want found. 50 years of women buried under those roots. Bones, evidence, enough to destroy the entire bloodline.
You need a way inside.
I need a reason for the Crown to search the grounds. You give me that, I'll walk through the front door myself. He took my hand.
I'll build the reason. You be the bait. And when the net closes, I'll be right behind you.
I leaned against his chest, his heartbeat steady. The marks on our skin still glowed faint gold. Their roses bloom every year, brighter than anyone else's in Thornhold.
Good soil?
Human blood and bone. His arms tightened around me. Neither of us spoke for a long time. The countdown was no longer just started. It was almost over.